Israel controls the United States.
How much influence does Israel have on our country?
Israel's controlling our government.
Israel controls us. Israel has run American foreign policy for 30 years.
This is PSYOPs, and I know because I spent 10 years in the U.S. Army as a rescue pilot, deeply embedded with some of these guys, and I witnessed it firsthand.
Israel has colonized the minds of Americans. Mental, psychological colonies.
Bibi's running around, this is a fact, I'm not guessing about this, because I talked to people he said it to, is running around the Middle East, his region, and his own country, and telling people point blank, just stating it, I control the United States. I control Donald Trump.
Like, do you think it was just coincidence that Bibi Netanyahu and President Trump secured TikTok because we need TikTok? I mean, look at him, says, weapons change over time. The most important ones are social media. And he says the most important fact to this fight and how do we fight back are influencers. And just coincidentally, Israel signs a $45 million contract between them and Google, specifically for digital advertising and messaging campaigns. Days before Charlie Kirk's assassinated, interestingly, he turns down $150 million from Israel because he was starting to figure it out.
I gotta be careful the way I say this. They're gonna try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. And I don't use that term lightly. They're talking about basically removing 2.5 million people in that.
Now we have overtly pro-Israel influencers like the Officer Tatum. Have you noticed in like the last 2 weeks, all this dude talks about is Israel? The Israelis buying off influencers like Brandon, trying to convince the American public that there's just too much evidence to cover up. Like the government's batting 1,000, bro, telling us the truth. And here's another one, the Deborah Leah. This chick's just bought off all things pro-Israel. Israel's buying up all the social media outlets. They're buying off all the social media influencers, and they're buying off virtually every public defender. Ted Cruz, who was given almost $2 million for his last campaign from AIPAC, and 98% of politicians that were backed by the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, all of them won their seats.
Israel is the only country I know of that has some sort of incredible influence and control over nearly every single one of my colleagues.
You control the media, you control the influencers, you control the stories, you control the narrative. These are the same tactics that we used overseas on the Afghanis for 20 years, and now it's being used on you right here in America. Follow the money trail.